Yeah. Yeah, I might just have to go right in. Hello, people. So, I was about to say it's been a minute. I guess it has been too long since 8-30, but I'm back. Crazy story. And I'm gonna do a mirror dungeon while I record this because I don't know, man. Um, I guess spoilers for Limbus, all of Limbus. Um, Apologies for myself. I am very ill right now. So that means I'm gonna talk with an ill sound in my voice because I'm ill. And also I replayed the Kanto 5 dungeon yesterday. So those are gonna be my loading screens. You know, we're gonna see whatever the hell the game wants to put on. I replayed it just because I'm bored and I needed something to do. And I was like, hey, Kanto 5 isn't a bad Kanto. That's pretty good. That content's pretty good, you know? But yeah, Limbus. The roadmap yesterday, that's so fresh on my mind. That was pretty... Twitter had some posts to say about that one. Oh, man. The continue system, dude, that's gonna be... I mean, I guess it really depends on the implementation, but like, dude, the first, when he put it on, when Kim Ji-yoon put it on, bro, I immediately said, oh no, out loud. First impressions were that this could be a bad thing. Me personally, I don't think I'm gonna use it unless I'm just actually so bum at the game that I have to. But like, I don't think I'm gonna need to use that. Like, it might take me a few tries to do something, but overall, you know, I don't know. I guess it just kind of exists as, like, to help people that maybe aren't as far in the game. I don't know. But, yeah. The ID reveals for Walpurgis, that's gonna be fun. Don Quixote, Queen of Hatred, is gonna be an experience. Me personally, I think the other ID is going to be Knight of Despair because, I mean, it did say Despair on there. Who the Knight of Despair of ID is going to be? My bets are on Ryoshu, but you can't, I mean, you never know, but I think it's going to be Ryoshu. Me personally. Dude, me when your Mersalt is yielding my flesh. Alright. Mersalt, the Leihang Mersalt ID. We'll be pulling for it. Saw a lot of people going crazy online about it. I mean, that's fair. That was a good trailer. The 6 coin Unbreakable. It looks like it's in his kit, so the meta might be shifting around a little bit. I don't know, chat, but... Stuff is gonna change when that ID drops. And then there was Soldado Sinclair, which was like... I mean, I wasn't offended by Soldado Sinclair. I thought it was... I want it. Considering the Sinclair IDs that are out. And the fact that I don't really care about much of any of them. Only Sinclair I would really want is like Full Stop Sinclair, which isn't an actual thing. It's just shown in an uptie art, so thanks, game. But like, yeah, I'll pull for it. I don't know why it's a 3-star though. I like to preface that. I don't know why Soldado Sinclair is a 3-star. He should not be a 3-star, okay? That is giving heavy 2-star energy, but whatever, man. I guess everything has to be meta. The Time Killing Time and Murder on the Warp Express stuff. Nobody's pulling for the Warp Train PSA. PA. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Nobody's pulling for that, okay? Let's be so real. If you are pulling for that, I mean, genuinely, what are you doing? But like, It's just not cool, is the thing. Like, if you're gonna have a warp train announcer, make it like San and Lesty and Rose from Ruina. Like, what are we doing here? Because, like, those are interesting people, you know? But, like, this... I mean, like, there's no personality behind a PA announcer, bro. It's just gonna be like an automated voice, is it not? And then there's a Hubert announcer for Time Killing Time, which is like, I mean... I know people that... Okay, let's not say I know people, but there's probably someone out there that likes Hubert. And that's fine, that's for them. At least it's better than a PA announcer, because that's genuinely nobody is going to purchase that. Unless you are, then go by all means, do it. But, like, you know, I just don't really see the market for that one. There's going to be identities. I don't really have anything to say on that, because I don't really know what that could be. Aside from just more T-Corp staff IDs, I guess. Eurodivier IDs? I don't know. Something like that. Maybe we could get IDs for them where they actually wear, like, the detective clothes that they pulled up with. Because Detective Ryoshu, I'd cop that immediately. That fake mustache is the pinnacle of character design. But, like, you know, what was I gonna say? But, you know, the announcers, that's a bit of a... Hello, Smee. I didn't think she was gonna be here. I guess it is the boss stage. Smee. Ricardo. Oh, that beautiful Ricardo, man. What a beautiful individual he is. That guy just got obliterated. Alright. What else was on that roadmap? There was like something about a skin system. That seems pretty hard to implement. I mean, I'm no game designer, obviously, but like... That seems like a challenge to get done. Because, like, how do you account for... like, the amount of coins people have on their skills is going to be different. Like, Yield My Flesh is like a 1 coin, but then you've got, like, Mersault's other IDs, like Dead Rabbit Boss, as an example, and it's like 4 coins. It's like, how do you accommodate for that shift? There's probably other challenges with that, but that's the first thing that comes to mind when I think about it. But I think it's going to be cool because it lets you, I mean, well, obviously it lets you use skins of like people that you wouldn't normally use because they suck, but you know, I think it's pretty good. There was Ham Ham Pang Pang. The Argalia AirPods was legitimately funny. That's Iggy Mail. The Argalia AirPods was legitimately funny to me. I mean, the case looks clean, don't get me wrong, but like... the fact that out of all the Argalia merch you could make, you make AirPods is kind of funny. Imagine Argalia pulls up to the library in Library of Ruina with his goddamn AirPods on. He starts doing a Raycon ad. Oh, this guy just messed up big time. Oh, he should not have done that. Yeah. Oh. That was a mistake on his end, whatever. See, this is why I don't like win rate. Like, why? Like, we don't all need to be after this one dude. Like, I mean, that's not even like a good idea. I mean, just 2 people is fine. I'm still gonna keep win rating through Mirror Dungeon because I mean it's Mirror Dungeon. mean, maybe if I end up in a Kanto boss, I'll turn off win rate and I'll actually start trying to play the game. Maybe, potentially. No promises. There we go. What else was on the roadmap? There was the Kim Ji-hoon therapy crash out session. I'm smart. Session. That was fun. It was too early in the morning for me to process that, if I'm being honest. I mean, depends on your time zone, but like for me, 5 a.m. that stream was, dog, that's too early for me to know what the hell is going on. Okay. Like, you're gonna have to give me a second if you want me to process what the hell you're talking about. I saw the translation logs, though. I thought it was really funny that he compared it to Captain Ahab, which is probably like the worst comparison you could possibly make between yourself and someone else from your video game. Captain Ahab is not a good comparison, okay? That's just not. I don't think you'd want to be that. Sorry. Like I said, I'm sick. What else was on that? You have to give me a sec. I don't have it off the top of my head. There was Mirror Dungeon 6. Just like, I don't really care too much. I think the rental party system sounds interesting. Taking support IDs a step further. As if Mirror Dungeons weren't easy enough as is. At least regular mode Mirror Dungeons are hard. I mean, not like hard mode's necessarily hard to get through the initial 5 floors either. I guess it could depend on the bosses you get, but like other than that, I don't really struggle with Mirror Dungeons that much. There was news about the Intervallo, which, I mean, I already expected that to kind of be the Intervallo they were leaning towards. Arc Knight's collab. Sure, man. I don't care. Railway Line 1 is coming back. That I liked. I like that they're doing that because I think the railway should have always been there. Like Escu said, if you don't know who Escu is, check him out. Very good Project Moon YouTuber. Escu, very, very awesome. Watch him a lot because there's not a lot of Project Moon content on here. On this platform we call YouTube. Very niche, so you know. What is here? Thinking about Mirror Dungeon. I could just have this video go until I finish the Mirror Dungeon. I don't know. I'll end it when I end it. I'm stopping at floor 5. I know I'm on hard mode, but I am stopping at floor 5. Because that's the least you need to do to get the rewards. That's Papa Bongi. Papa Bongi, such a peak Intervallo villain. I mean, the only other villains out there are like Santa Man, who is, I mean, does that, come on, Santa Man, be honest. Bamboo-Hatted Kim is, I guess, a villain. He's not really evil. Because he distorted. I mean, that's not his choice to do that. It's not really fair to get mad at him. Well, if it's neutral, then just have him do it. I mean, I'm just saying. Like, that's probably... You can probably mop this guy up. All right. What else? Just giant trash crab. That doesn't even really count as a villain, man. That's giant trash crab. What are we doing here? There's... God damn it. There's whatchamacallit. Time Killing Time as the Time Ripper, which is like probably the best Intervallo boss. In terms of like actually being interesting. There's Cassetti, who is like a hit and a miss, depends on who you ask. Me personally, don't care. Do not care for the Cassetti man. He just kind of exists. And it's like, yeah, shit. Is that literally just the heart? I just saw that. Is that literally just the heart? Dude, what are we doing here? Cassette is a hit and the miss. What other intervals we have? You gotta consider Hohenheim an actually interesting villain. No, you're not gonna consider Hohenheim an interesting villain in air quotes. I mean, he's not really. I mean, he's the guy you fight, but he's not really a villain. He's just kind of there. And there's like Nocturnal Peaking, because it's the best Intervallo, but the villain, which is, I think she has, like, dude. He's like buns. Villains wise, nobody cares about him. He's a genuine laughingstock. As you consider, I mean, the villains aren't really the sweepers. That's just kind of the sweepers sweepering. They're not targeting you specifically. This is just what they do. I think it's like Time Killing Time, Time Ripper, or Papa Bongi for like Intervallo villain that makes me feel anything. But Papa Bongi is just funny. That's not even like Time Killing Time. He genuinely has a reason to be doing what he's doing. Like with stealing the time and all to give to people who don't have as much. Because of what happened with the car accident. You know, like at least there's incentive there. Like at least. Villain. Now I'm thinking about main Kanto villains. And see, main Kanto villains, that's where... Them's are the thinkers, except not really. You know, I think Cromer exists. I don't think Kanto 1 even has a villain. I just thought about the fact that I jumped immediately to Kanto 3. Kanto 2 has Sonya, which is like... I think it's been too long since I played Kanto 2, but like... I'll leave this up to some Sonya mains in the comments if they want to get me right now, but what does he even do? I don't remember him doing anything. Kanto 1 didn't even have a villain. It was like an apple. Well, what does he even do? So I'm just gonna go to season. I'm just gonna go to not season 3. That's peak. That's where the peak villain is. But like Cromer, cults are scary? Question mark. Other than being a cult leader, I mean, she doesn't really. I mean, obviously she has, like, you know, Sinclair, Damien, all that stuff. It's like, yeah. That's imposing. Like, sure. She can be scary. But it's like, I mean, I didn't really feel anything during that Kanto boss. If I'm being honest. There was nothing that I really thought. You know, I guess it's just a... I mean... I was gonna say it's just a side effect of like early Limbus, but I mean, come on. Because early Limbus had Papa Bongi, and that was the peak of storytelling, obviously, as we all know. And if you disagree, then you're wrong. I don't want to say it's like early Limbus syndrome. But they just didn't interest me. Yi Sang had, like, that wasn't even a villain. I don't even consider Don Grang really a villain. Just kind of a... Would I say victim of circumstance? I mean, it's just what happened. Like, he's not really trying to be the bad guy, in quotation marks. I mean, there's Dongbaek too. That fight was a fight, because I like the music, but... I mean, she's not really evil either.
이 풍진 세상에서 힘껏 살아가느라 수고 많으셨어요.
It was definitely the best of the first four.
뭐든지 좋으셨어요.
And then once you hit Kanto 5, this is the part where we get like the actual villains that everybody remembers. I mean, Ahab, dude. I still think she holds up as one of the most imposing story-wise out of the ones that we've seen. The only other villain that I would consider to be the same level of imposing, if not more, as her
수고 많으셨어요.
is Jiamu from Kanto 8. She's imposing, and you like to hate on her. And you could say the same for Ahab. And I guess whereas Jiamu has like all this power in terms of like your status and whatever, and all the things that she's done to little boy, you get that same thing with Ahab. She's done a lot of things to Ishmael, but without so much of the power. I get the feeling that on her own, she isn't too strong. I mean, obviously, she's still formidable. She can still fight people, obviously. I'm not saying that she's like a punching bag. No, that's stupid. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying, like... What am I saying? I'm saying, like... Her strength is like actual strength, but I guess her strength is manipulation. That's where I'm trying to go, and I think that makes her very imposing. Is how well she can. I hate Skin Prophet. I think that makes her very imposing. Is how well she can manipulate people. I was just reading the thing. Like, even after all of the stuff that they have been through, and by they, I mean, like, whatchamacallit, I mean, like, Ishmael and, was it Ishmael and Queequeg? You know, even after everything that they have been through, at the ending there, even when Queequeg starts to question her at the end, even when it's like the final stand of sorts. Sorry, I have amnesia because I'm also focusing on the fight because I'm actually playing the fucking thing. Even after, like, all of that, and even questioning, she still ends up going on Ahab's side during the final showdown. I think that really shows her manipulation. You know, how she can still bring so many people to be under her, despite how absolutely insane she is. Even though it's obviously she's very corrupt. I mean, she sacrificed so many people, and Queequeg knows this. But some semblance of that loyalty still remains. And I think that's what's so terrifying, is the fact that she can convince people to come to her side so easily. Or like she can convince them so well. That's what's scary, okay? Sorry. There's Kanto 6, who... Hey, look who's attacking right now. Am I right, chat? There's Earl King, who's like... I just don't think he has the same imposing factor. He hasn't really done anything to anyone to give him that hateability. I mean, the miscommunication causes all the stuff with Kathy, you know, and then he thinks that he did it. And so he goes out to destroy all Heathcliffs, and that's like his thing that he does. Sure, man. But like, he hasn't done anything for me to want to dislike him. Like, he's just kind of going around and doing. And I mean, that's cool and all. Like, I'm not saying that makes him a bad character. Because that's stupid if it made him a bad character to just, like, not really do anything to anyone. He's awesome. In terms of, here, I'll say this. In terms of aura, in terms of, like, raw aura and how cool a villain is, Earl King would top my list. If we're talking about the coolest villain in Limbus, 100% Earl King. The Wild Hunt is badass, and you can't convince me it isn't badass. Because the Wild Hunt is objectively sick as hell. I mean, come on. And the part with Virgilius, that's not really an Earl King moment. That's like a Kanto 6 argument, is for why Kanto 6 is awesome. Through Patches of Violet might still be my favorite Millie song, if I'm being honest. I mean, it's phenomenal. I love Millie songs. I love how they always manage to convey the story in, like, song form. Like, the lyrics make sense to the story. Like, I love that. Oh, I see a certain someone that I fucking treasure in terms of, like, top villain treasure. Dad Quixote? As I call him. Where am I from? Dad Quixote from Kanto 7 is an interesting case. Because I think he's funny. He doesn't scare me. I think he's funny and also sad at the same time. What happened to him? Because he just wanted to make an amusement park. Like, I don't hate this guy. I feel bad for him. Okay? He did not deserve this. He was just a silly fella, bro. Did you see him, bro? He was just a silly fella who wanted to make an amusement park. But then crap went wrong, and then he ended up like that. I think Sancho's cool, but that's not really... Sancho's not the villain of Kanto 7. You know. The ending of Kanto 7 was really good. I like their, like, clash sequence. That was incredibly done with the Millie song and all. The boss fight was pretty cool. I like his voice acting. Dad Quixote has a good voice acting. But I could say the same for Ahab. Ahab might have my favorite voice acting in this entire game, if I'm being honest. Maybe a hot take, maybe not, but I'm, like, the #1 Ahab shill. Though I do like Earl King as well, just because he's freaking so goddamn cool. Yeah. Kanto 8, I already talked about Jiamu a little bit, and how with the whole Kong family, I mean, the whole Kong family and everything, I mean, it's like, she is so hateable. She is so hateable. Like, you actively, whenever she comes up, you just do not... And that's good. That means that the villain is working. That's like Ahab, kind of. Some, maybe... You know, Ahab's hateable, because you see all the things that she does and everything, and you just, like, you know, by the end. It's the same thing with Jiamu. It's just like, you're just not... I think that makes her really good. She's definitely up there, but I still think I like Ahab more. I don't know. Maybe you disagree. Comment it if you want, because that gives me traction, and I like reading comments, unless they're negative ones. If you have a negative comment, keep it to yourself, or don't. I don't care. I might laugh at you. I don't like Ambling Pearl. Yeah, Ambling Pearl is one of the worst villains, one of the worst Kanto bosses. This guy's just not it. You know, I cried in Kanto 5.9283 when Ambling Pearled all over the place. And I was like, Ambling Pearl! It was really sad. And I really wish it didn't happen, but you know. It's an unfortunate world we live in. How is this guy still alive? Can we be done? Okay. That's my opinion on the villains. Can't deny. Unless you count like minor villains, you could keep talking, but like I don't really care about. I mean, do you consider Jacqui from like Kanto 8? I genuinely think I'm butchering all these names, but I don't care. Well, I mean, I do care a little bit because I like them, and obviously, you know, I don't want to butcher things, but like, I mean, I can't really help it. Boy here doesn't know how to say names. Arrested and put on trial. Jacqui from like Kanto 8. I wouldn't consider him a villain. He's cool. His fight's very cool. Lei Hang is definitely a villain. But we already know how I felt about that fight from my video from like 2 weeks ago or whatever. That was certainly a video that I made. Oh, I'm such a funny dude. I'm such a actual goober. Oh man. What other minor villains are there? There's a Blood Fiend trio. They're endearing. I like Blood Fiend trio. But like I don't hate them. They're funny. I actually quite like the Priest and the Barber and Dulcinea. Okay, well I just said them all, but like, you know. In terms of minor villains that I dislike. Oh my god, dude. Hindley and like Linton and shit. Oh my god, dude. It's time to get employed, dude. Because when I see Hindley, dude, some kind of primal instinct kicks in and I just start screaming at my screen. The same thing happens whenever Gubo shows up from N-Corp. And the same thing happens, but so much worse, when Jia Huan from N-Corp shows up. When that guy comes on screen, dude, I'm like a nuclear missile. He is my most hated individual of all time. He is my #1 opposition, and there's nothing you can do to change that. Because I want to throw rocks. I'm going to throw rocks in his window. That's how much I don't like him, because he's so mean to Honglu. And, you know, Honglu's like 3rd favorite center, you know? Like, it's not morally correct to hate on Honglu, because Honglu is awesome, okay? My favorite center is Heathcliff, if you were wondering. Here's a lore reveal. Favorite center, Heathcliff. 2nd favorite center, Ryoshu. 3rd favorite, Honglu. Boom, that's my top 3. They're pretty endearing. I always liked Heathcliff, but Honglu got up after Kanto 8. Then I looked at the boy with sadness. And I just like I really endear. He's really endearing to me now. God, these pallid people, dude. You know how annoying people that have minus coins are? Like, I mean, that shit is infuriating. I hate these enemies with like a burning passion. Oh, especially the ones from Kanto 8. Don't get me started. In the dungeon, the dudes for like that one person's clan, I don't know, with the bags over their heads, and they threw like the talismans. That was not, those enemies are not fun. Dude, Kanto 8 dungeon was long. That shit was long. And like a bunch of mini bosses I don't care about. Zhui Pan. No, I don't care. The 2 randoms, fucking Shihua something, dude. That's how unimportant he was. He got reduced to a Shihua something. They don't even know his name. There's whatchamacallit. There's, I mean, you could say, I already forgot what I was talking about. I mean, the cutscenes in the dungeon were good. I just feel like the dungeon itself took a little Took just a little bit of time. Like, were some of those fights really necessary? The Jacques fight at the end is genuinely incredible. I mean, at least we got that, you know? But, like, were some of those really necessary? Maybe, I don't know. I think it's a bit upsetting that in Kanto 8 you didn't get to see, like, more of the people. Like, the dudes from X Corp, they were sick. The different pack from R Corp, that was sick. Didn't get to see that. What else? I mean, N Corp was already there. You already had Gubo and Jahuan, so I can't really be upset. But Ahab, dude. God, I wait for her return. And then there's... God, what were the other people that were there? I mean, there was the Thumb, but he was already there. Lei Hang was already there. That's not really, like, news. I think it's funny that she finishes that skill even though they're dead. Don't be struggling, Faust. I mean, there was K-Corp, that's true. I'm just recalling it in my head. There was, like, this other one that I don't remember. And there was just regular fixers, and it's like, okay, whatever. But then we only got to see the Thumb. So it's like, I mean, that's upsetting. Not that I guess arguing. I think the Thumb is raw. Probably my favorite finger. Next to the middle. Because the middle has Ricardo, but the Thumb just has that vibe. I love the vibe of the Thumb with the Mafia aesthetic. Like, that rules. The fingers are cool. I would say that I don't know anything about the Pinky, so I can't say that. But, I mean, Zilu and Jacques are in the Pinky, so... I guess they must be awesome if they got those two on their squad, because those two are awesome. Zilu is awesome. I hope we get more Zilu, but I don't know, man. Feels like a bit of wishful thinking to ask for more Zilu content, because I don't think she was supposed to be too important anyways. Which sucks. I mean, that sucks, but that's just kind of, I mean, that's how the cookie crumbles, I guess. How long is this stage, by the way? Like, are we done yet? How long am I going to be fighting these pallid people? Because I'm about done. Okay. And these guys get annoying on later stages. Like, just genuinely the worst. How close? If I see more walk out, okay, we're getting there. What else is there to say in Limbus that's relevant? I talked about my villains, both Intervallo and not Intervallo. I could talk about what my favorite Kanto is. But, I mean, I kind of already talked about Kanto 8 a little bit. I mean, that's my favorite one, if you were wondering. It used to be Kanto 6. I think just because of Earl King Aura. I'm a bit basic, but Kanto 8 has such an insane story. I mean, how could it not be my favorite? Kanto 8's story is very compelling. But is Jiamu my favorite villain? No, but we've been over this. That's Ahab. Nothing beats Ahab. I'm very glad that she's in N Corp. Well, I guess that's as positives and negatives, because the negatives is you have to be in the same room as Gubo and Jahuan, and I mean, that's a disaster. But Ahab herself, not like being just gone, I mean, that's pretty pongo. At first I was confused on why she was alive. I wasn't sure how that happened, but honestly at this point, I'll just take the good thing and move on with my life, because it is a good thing that she's back, guys. I mean, she's freaking awesome. What Kanto 9's gonna be about? What can? Because Kanto 9. I mean, we don't really know anything about Ryoshu besides from the ties to the thumb and the supposed daughter that exists? Question mark? I don't know. Talked about a baby, but that, I mean, that's the first I'm hearing of it, so like, I don't know. Maybe she really does got one. I think it's gonna be fun. I mean, I just like Ryoshu, so I think that immediately is gonna make it at least good for me. Oh, you go, Mersalt. Oh, you go, Yi-Sang. More about to walk out, aren't they? I'm dead. How many are you looking at? Oh, how many are you looking at? Ooh. I'm probably gonna end this after this floor. I thought maybe I could make it to all 5 floors, but I kind of exerted all I wanted to talk about. I just kind of wanted to talk. So, and that I have, so I'm satisfied, and I'm gonna go about my day knowing that I was able to talk about the funny Limbus game. But yeah, I'll probably finish this floor. Because the Ahab fight isn't gonna take too long, because I mean, typically if there's one target, it goes a lot quicker. Because you just, I mean, you funnel all the attacks in, and it's like if your team is strong, then that's just like asking for it. Or you add the continue function and you win anyways. It takes you like an hour, but you don't lose. I mean, it's not like lunacy is necessarily hard to get, so I mean, if you like bought like continues as like its own thing with real world money, then maybe it would, I mean, that would be a little jank, but like, I mean, other than that, if it's with actual lunacy, then I mean, dude, I spend my lunacy to get Encephalon on the daily, dude. It's not really important to me how much lunacy I have. Even though I do have, I'm probably gonna start saving up for Lei Hang Mersalt and Thumb Sinclair. So, you know, that's on the list of things to do. We're gonna withhold on using too much, or else I might not have enough. Sorry about that. From the IDs come out, because I was expecting Gia Chi-chun to come basically immediately, but that took like 5,000 lunacy. I had some saved up. This is Ahab, right? Should be Ahab. Well, the first time I came here, it was Ahab. If it's not Ahab, I'm gonna be mad. Because I mean, listening to Compass is like a good thing. Hey! Hey! That's my goat right there that just started talking. That's my goat. I got the music up, I should. Yeah. It's my Joat. I'd start singing, but one, I don't even have a good bass singing voice, and I'm still sick. So that would result in very bad things happening for your ears. I'm resisting the urges right now. God, this fight was so good at the end of the Kanto. And only something I just noticed on replay, which everyone has probably known for years now, but I'm just stupid, so I don't know what's going on, dude. Is the fact that on her sprite, when she's standing... yeah, that's gonna happen. Maybe I shouldn't have lost that for Claim Their Bones. Maybe that wasn't the best play. Oh, he didn't even do good with it, too. That was kind of a pitiful bones, dude. Oh, maybe that wasn't the best play. Dude, I cursed this relationship between you and me. You know what I'm saying, bro? Okay. That was not the best choice to make. But, you know, it's whatever. It's whatever. We're not out. We're not going to lose to this. In the scheme of Kanto final bosses, this isn't the point where unbreakables have been introduced and there's like AoE overpowered stuff, you know. Like, we're hanging out. God Compass is such a good song. And Ahab is such a good villain. And Ishmael is so amazing. She's not one of my top sinners, obviously, but like, not to say that I still don't find her endearing. How much do I really need to use on her? Uh, 400 and no, this should kill, right? How much damage am my dudes doing? Oh, we're chilling. Yeah? How much damage? I mean, the body's about to break. Oh, maybe she lives, actually. Oh, no, that's not. No. Are you kidding me? Really? Really? Two? The face changes at 1, and she's at 2. Are you serious, bro? You couldn't just put in a little more? You couldn't just put in a little bit more? I don't think it would have been too hard, man. Alright. I mean, we would have been done. But sure. Let's get this turned. Oh my god. Okay, good job. Don't disappoint me, Gregor. Gosh. She's so good at manipulating too, with all the crew and stuff. I mean, Queequeg at least showed some resistance after being around us. She still ended up complying in the end, but like Starbuck, dude, and like Pip and stuff. They were just completely gone. Speaking of Starbuck, speaking of... Wowzers. Honglu just said wowzers to fucking Ahab. This is the peak of literature. Compass's curiosity. Sorry, I started singing there. Oh god, I killed everyone. Dude, let us be free. Dude, let us be free. Just getting Ishmael. Ishmael walked up to Ahab at the end of the canto. Dude, let us be free. Come on, what are you doing? I mean, I'm not sure who the us would be in that situation. These dudes are already gone, you know what I'm saying? Sorry, man, but like, you missed your chance. Oh, and there's the stagger. She's still got a lot of health though, so I'll do my big damage moves. Nah, you do Singer Slash. I don't like you. You could do Hematic Coloring, because she has a lot of negative stat things, so it'll do some good damage. Towards your heart. Guys, that line can go both ways. That can be like Ahab going towards the whale heart, and that could be like Ishmael going towards Ahab's heart, guys. But you didn't freaking know that. I bet you had no clue what was going on. Dude, what if this did 200? That was a stupid idea to have. That was not doing anywhere near 200. Damn, she's doing double Echoing Cry? Dude, what the Cha Maganera did? Dude, my compass is gonna be swallowed by the sea. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, we got Gregor. We can just ego on that. I just realized how many resources we have. We'll be fine. Is that it right there? She got one yet? No, okay, after this. There might have been sounds in the background. I just processed that I don't have hear myself on, so I myself can't hear them. But if there was sounds in the background, just know that that's not like intentional. The microphone is good at picking noises up, perhaps a bit too good. Oh my god, dude, I love Compass. I love this Kanto. I love Ahab. I'm an endless shill. If Kim Ji-hoon could pick anyone to shill his, like... I did not even see that until now. Hold on, I need to go talk to a certain someone after this. Oh, there's the lesbian. That is a very good laugh from her, I will admit. It does not go anywhere near Nemo's laugh from Kanto. Nemo's laugh from Dude, Nemo and Limbus? What? Nemo and Limbus? Nah, Nemo from, Ruina, dude. Nemo's Ruina laugh. That's the peak of all laughs, okay? There's no one that ranks higher than that, but, like... I just became Ahab with that cough. That's what it's been, guys. I'm palatified. Yeah, no one comes near Nemo's Ruina laugh. That's like the peak of laughs. But I mean, that laugh she does with the Queequeg ego, that's pretty good. It's crazy how this boss... I mean, I don't think this boss is that hard. I think there were some people that probably thought it was hard. I didn't think it was that hard. It's crazy how this boss isn't that hard, to be honest. Okay, well, they call it an unbreakable coin. I mean, it's obviously it isn't going to do anything now, but, like, you know. God, this phase takes a while because of the shield. That's very unfortunate. Alright, we're gonna Faust Fluid Sac because that's like the way you don't, like, you... Oh my god, she's stacking up on me. What the hell? No, we're Faust Fluid Sacking. I almost forgot what I was doing the moment I said it. Because I have dementia. That's not a dominating to you? I was about to say Compass is such a good song again. I gotta stop being an infinite shill. Dude, if they were to pick anyone to shill this game, pick me. Even though there's probably people out there that shill it harder, but like, dude. Man. Dude, dude, stop countering me, okay? Just stop. We get through that shield already, because I feel like this is... good mersalting. Good mersalting. We are so close to that stagger threshold, dude. Let's get this shit moving. Bleached Atonement. Is that what that's called? Yeah, okay. But I forgot my Ahab moves for a second. Nah, Gregor, we don't need to ego if we can just find someone that can do it better. There is no one that can do it better. We are... in a state of disarray and misconception. Behind the hurt. So real for that. Alright, well, once we push this stagger, things are gonna speed up a lot more. And then we can get out of here. I'm not even talking about Limbus anymore. I'm mainly just commenting on the boss fight. Well, I mean, I guess the boss fight is technically limbus, guys. So, you know. Tim, how long have I been here? Have I been here for like too long, chat? Have I been here for a while? I might have been here for a bit of a while. This might be a long video. I've not been paying attention to the length. I've just been going. That's the thing with Limbus. So much I love this game series. Do we pressure stagger yet? I think that happened a while ago. I just looked. Alright. I want to evaporate her HP bar. So, let's do this. Come on. That is, we are definitely not evaporating that HP bar. God. The shield, man. Not fun. The shield is not fun. Voyage your mermaid setting sail. Okay, but it's I mean, it's getting weaker, at least. And hey, maybe with this, whatchamacallit, this yield by flesh, if he loses, it is still neutral. If he loses, we could see some, maybe just like a kill out, right? We'll be out of here, man. We'll have ended Captain Ahab. Is she gonna die to claim their bones? Oh. Damn. That's unfortunate, unless... Okay, well, I mean, that's not as cool as it could have been. Oh. Grandma, bye. I mean, there's no ending cutscene, because we are just in a mirror dungeon, but we beat Ahab. That's pretty awesome. I'll pick the next floor, and then I'll literally just leave. I don't know, I'm just picking shit. You know, I could have Ahab again. Realistically, I could grandma a second time. So, I mean, who am I to say no to a secondary grandma, dude? I could grandma again. That's awesome. That's so good for me. Okay, that's gonna be, like, all that I'm doing for this. How long has this been going on? Almost an hour? Nobody is watching this, dude. Nobody is watching this entire thing. Alright, I'm gonna go now. See you whenever I decide I want to record again.